Hey everybody, it's me. I know what you're thinking. It's time to clap for me. Alright, now that that's over with and you all appreciate me, we're going to get into this week's football picks. We're going to start off with the Jets at Atlanta. That game is going on right now. Last time I checked the score, it was 20-27 in favor of Atlanta. They're in quarter 4, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out. I'm not really watching it because I'm doing this. Next, we'll do Detroit at Vikings. Now, I don't think there's any other quarterback in this league that turns over the ball as much as Jared Goff did. Even when he was with the Rams, he's still turning the ball over. Turned it over against the Bears a couple of times. That score ended up being 24-14. I see the Vikings underestimating Detroit. So I only see them winning by a touchdown. So I see the Vikings up by 7. Like I said, all these picks are just speculation. I could totally be wrong. I'm not really doing any research or anything like that. This is just based off of, when I watch the games or, just kind of keep up with the news or NFL Network or, Sunday shows or anything like that. So next we move on to New Orleans at Washington. I've got New Orleans up by a touchdown. The thing about New Orleans is I think they might actually get rid of Alvin Kamara. You've got that Hill kid and Marcus Mariota. They've already rushed for touchdowns, so why keep Alvin Kamara around? Next, New England at Houston. Obviously, last week it was New England and the Bucs. Tom Brady came home. Bucs beat New England, and Houston just sucks. So I'm going to take New England by 2 scores, so 14. I'm going to go New England. Should go up higher, but I'm trying to be nice to Houston. Next, Miami at the Bucs. No-brainer. Miami, not a great team. So I'm going Bucs up by 14 as well. Green Bay at Cincy. This is an interesting game because Cincinnati is not a bad team. Joe Burrow is a pretty good quarterback. He didn't really show that against the Bears, but he has shown it after that. He's a pretty good quarterback. So I've got Green Bay up by 3. To me is a 50-50 game. I think either team could win it, especially that they're at Cincy. So I'm going to go Green Bay up by 3. Denver at Pittsburgh. The only thing I really know about these teams is Pittsburgh has showed me that they're, like I said last week, they showed me they're not the team that they, could be, or not, I should say should be. Roethlisberger's not getting any older. His play is not getting any better. It's only on the decline. Denver, as far as I know, isn't too bad of a team. I don't know what their record is. They could be 0-3 for all I know. But I'm going to put Pittsburgh up by 3 on this one. I just don't think they get a whole lot done. But they do win, I'm going to say, by a field goal. Philly at Carolina. Now, don't forget, Carolina is still without McCaffrey. McCaffrey is the bread and butter of Carolina's offense. Philly, still not a terrible team. I think they can get things done, but I still got Carolina up by, let's go a touchdown. So Carolina up by a touchdown. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Well, this is a no-brainer. I think Tannehill leads the league in passing yards or something like that. And Jacksonville is abysmal. They're still looking for their first win. Trevor Lawrence just throws... I think he already has, a billion interceptions compared to touchdowns. So obviously I'm going Tennessee. I'm going to go up by 2 scores. So I'm going to go 14 points on that. Cleveland at LA Chargers. Interesting game. I'm a huge Justin Herbert fan. Really wish the Bears would have taken him. Obviously, he wasn't in this year's draft. He was in last year's draft, but it would have been nice. He's a good-looking quarterback. Like I said last week, coming off that injury, looks great. So Cleveland almost fell in their face against the Vikings, which Cleveland is 10 times the team that the Vikings are. So, my cigarette went out. Hang on. Sorry about that. So, I'm going to go Chargers, but only by a field goal. So, I'm going Chargers by 3. Chicago, my team, at Las Vegas Raiders. Keep forgetting to say Las Vegas. Derek Carr not looking bad. I believe the Raiders lead the league in breaking up the pass rush defense, I should say. Not allowing too many yards against them. Justin Fields, I believe, is getting the start today. I haven't really looked yet. I just got back from vacation, so I haven't looked who's getting the start. Pretty sure it's Justin Fields after the way he played last week, but almost anybody can look good against Detroit. But the way Darnell Mooney got targeted a few times for 125 yards. David Montgomery is out, so I don't know if they're going to put Herbert in. Yes, the Bears also have a Herbert. I think they might put him in. Not sure what they're going to do about running back right now. Tariq Cohen, I don't even know if he'll ever come back. He had that ACL injury, and I just don't know if he'll come back. On the other side of the ball, Derek Carr, kind of spotty, but still that team is doing really well. But I can't go against my Bears, so I'm going to go Chicago up by 3. I'm never going to pick against the Bears. I'm just not, it's not going to happen. Even if they're, playing Buffalo, I'm still going to pick them. That moves on to San Francisco and Arizona. Arizona's still undefeated. San Francisco looking a little better, I think, but not good enough to beat Arizona at Arizona. I've got Arizona up by 7 on that game, and I think I'm being pretty generous. Kyler Murray's, getting it done. There's not much to talk about besides Kyler Murray. Like I said, completing all his passes, getting things done there in Arizona, and Arizona desperately needed a team like this. Otherwise, I don't know if they would have moved that franchise or what's going on. Then we got, I've got Arizona up by 7, I think. Giants at Dallas. This is also a no-brainer. Dallas has been on a roll. Prescott looks good. Their offense is, it looks like they're getting it together. So I'm going to have Dallas up by 7. Like I said, I'm being pretty conservative with my picks right now. I'm not going crazy like, they're going to win by 21. If they win by 21, well, yeah, I was wrong about the score, but right about the pick. Now, the night game tonight, such a good game tonight. Buffalo at Kansas City. Buffalo rolling. Just everything clicking for them. Offense, defense. Josh Allen looks like a beast. And just everything going for Buffalo. So, and Kansas City kind of falling apart. Not looking like the Kansas City of last year, Super Bowl Kansas City, the Bucs won last year. Never mind. The year before that, Kansas City won. Kansas City not looking like Kansas City. So I'm going Buffalo by 7. It probably will be more, just the way that, Kansas City can't seem to put it together. I don't know if they're up on injuries or what, but Buffalo's rolling, and so I'm going to put that on Buffalo up by 7 just because Kansas City will give them a game. And then Monday night, we have Colts at Ravens. Then again, like I said, I don't know much about the Colts. Don't know much about the Ravens either. I'm going to go Ravens, though, just because, even though they barely beat Detroit. But I'm going to go Ravens by 3. And I think that's a safe pick. I don't think that that's being conservative. I think that's a safe pick. Like I said, Ravens up by 3. I don't know much about the Colts, so that's probably why I'm picking the Ravens. My game of the week is going to be, unfortunately, your Minnesota Vikings against the Detroit Lions. If Detroit gets their shit together, I could see them making a game out of this. They gave the Ravens a game. If they wouldn't have turned the ball over on 4th down, or if Jared Goff would have turned the ball over, they would have had a good chance against Chicago. Chicago's defense looked good against the run, but terrible against the pass. Jared Goff was able to make those, slot passes or screen passes or even some downhill, 20-yard passes. Justin Fields, I think, got lucky. But anyways, let's go back to Minnesota and Detroit. Minnesota should be a better team than what they are. Just the miscues and the mistakes are killing them. Their defense is not the defense that they should be. I believe they get Barr back this week. I don't know if he's 100%. I don't think Dalvin Cook is playing. That rookie behind him, though, looks pretty well. Like I said, I do have the Vikings, unfortunately, winning this game just because Detroit... I just don't see Detroit getting a win, in Minnesota. And like I said, Detroit's just an abysmal team. They have no wonder why I can't believe that Detroit took that deal of switching quarterbacks. Matt Stafford is where he needs to be and where he deserves to be. But Detroit's just not going to get it done today. If they do, then the Vikings I think they're done for the season. If the Vikings lose this game, especially if, it comes down to a field goal and their kicker misses a field goal, I think Zimmer is done in Minnesota. I don't think they'll fire him during the season, but I think at the end of the season, he'll be done. Their season will be done. They'll be, what week are we on? I think we're on week 4, so they'd be 1-3, and they got to pull out a win. Otherwise, this is just all for nothing. I mean, it's like when they're on, they're on. When they're not, even when they're on, they're just getting stopped. And their kickers are missing field goals as usual. And I'm just not, I just don't see Detroit being enough. They just don't have enough. And especially with Jared Goff, they don't have enough. So unfortunately, I'm going to pick the Vikings. And like I said, I believe the Vikings are up by 7 on this one. That's also being conservative. The Vikings might blow them out. I'm not sure. But those are my picks for the week. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave them. You can also leave comments on my Facebook if you're my friend on Facebook. Otherwise, my Facebook is private. But y'all have a good Sunday, and looks like the Vikings game is going to start in about 9 minutes. And yay to me for doing a good job, and it's good for you for listening.